guys, I am here today with my April favorites video, and seriously, I'm not usually one who thinks that every month flies by so fast, but I was at work the other day and I'm working on this big project and getting it finished, and all of a sudden my boss is like, look, we need to get a move on this. It's already May. And I'm sitting there and I'm just thinking like, holy crap, we are almost halfway through 2013 already. Like, I don't know where the time goes, and I know everybody says that in their videos, and I don't usually feel that way. Usually, like, when a new month happens, I'm like, okay, we're good, we're in pace, I'm ready to start the new month. And this month, it is not happening that way. Anyway, I was kind of struggling this month because I was thinking I don't have a ton of favorite things this month. I mean, it's pretty much everything still from last month, as evidenced by my March-April go-to makeup look video, because I feel like everything I use every day was the same as everything in my last month's favorite, and nothing has really changed. But once I really started thinking about what products have I been loving this month, like I came up with a whole crap ton. Like, I have a bowl full of products. So anyway, if you're interested in seeing the things I've been loving this month, stay tuned. Okay, first I'm going to start with non-makeup favorites, just because there's not a ton, and makeup favorites are what everyone watches, and that's going to take up the bulk of my video. So the first thing I've been loving are baseball t-shirts. We're the baseballs. Actually, I think that's from that movie Spaceballs. We're the Spaceballs. Speaking of Spaceballs, that's really funny. So my boyfriend got a Harley last month. I want to say he got a Harley Davidson motorcycle, and he had helmets because he had one before and sold it, and then he just got a new one. But the first time we went out for a ride, I wore his little kid-sized helmet, and I just felt kind of silly. It fit really well, but I felt kind of silly wearing it because it's a little kid-sized helmet. And so then the next time we went out, I wore the adult-sized small helmet, and it was so big that I kept referring to myself as Lord Helmet from Spaceballs, you know, with the giant helmet. I guess it would be Lady Helmet because I'm a girl. That would make more sense. But anyways, it was hilarious. And more specifically, neon baseball t-shirts. I have this yellow one, I have a corally orange one, I have another neon blue one, I've got a neon pink one, I have one that's black and white, this one's kind of navy and grayish. I just love baseball t-shirts. You can actually dress them up and wear it with like a skirt and heels, and it looks dressy, or you can just, you know, schlub around in sweatpants or jeans and they look super cute. They're just very versatile, super comfy t-shirts. I've been loving them. My second favorite for the month of April has been this Crystal Light Mojito. Now, I don't normally drink Crystal Light. I don't believe in dieting. I think that's stupid. But I drink a ton of soda, like a ton of soda. It's basically, I don't drink water, I don't whatever. And so I've been really trying to just focus on my water intake and drinking more water and helping my skin get cleared up. And I noticed the month of March, almost every night after work, I would go and get a strawberry milkshake. And a big one, not like a small, I would get like a medium to large milkshake. And the whole left side of my face was broken out. And so because of that, I discovered that I have an allergy to dairy products. And so aside from soda, like being bad for your skin and making you break out anyway, like the milkshakes were doing the same thing. So I've really been trying to focus on drinking more water, but I hate water. It's so gross. I'm really particular about water. It can't be warm. I can't have ice in it. It has to be cool, but not too cold because my teeth are sensitive. Like, I'm a freak. And so what I love about this Crystal Light is that it just flavors it. So I can drink warm or like room temperature water and it tastes good. But this mojito flavor, holy cannoli, like, I don't drink alcohol, and so I've never had a real mojito, but I'm obsessed with this flavor. It's just like a hint of lime. It's not minty, because I think mint's disgusting. Like, the flavor of mint, as far as I'm concerned, only belongs in gum and toothpaste. Like, people who eat mint ice cream, that's gross. Like, drinking mint stuff, that's gross. It's weird. But it's so good. It's just really refreshing, so good. I love it really cold over ice. like been drinking it every day. And my last sort of non-makeup favorite, earlier in March, like the very beginning of March, when my skin was starting to give me problems and then it just got worse and worse, I wanted to try a new skincare line. So I had gone to Target and I had bought this Simple products, and I have just loved them the whole month of April. Like, specifically the smoothing facial scrub and then the oil balancing wipes. Like, oh my gosh, this scrub makes my skin so radiant, and it's not really abrasive. Like the St. Ives Apricot scrub is really gritty, and it's really abrasive, and it kind of irritates my skin a little bit just because there's so much grit. You know, it almost takes off too much skin, but this is just a really delicate scrub. It's really nice. There's like no scents, no perfumes. It's made for sensitive skin. And then these things are like the best things of life. I mean, they are incredible. It's just a wipe, but it's like a face wash wipe. So every night when I'm going to take off my makeup, I use the Neutrogena, the makeup removing wipes. But they work really well, and they take all my makeup off, and they're good for my sensitive skin, but they leave like an oily film on my skin, which I don't like because I already have oily skin. So then I just take one of these puppies and like wipe it off. It takes off any excess makeup. I don't even have to use a face wash. I don't have to use water. Like, it's incredible. I'm obsessed. And the best part is I keep each of these in my nightstand because I'm terrible at removing my makeup at nighttime. So I keep each of these in my nightstand, and it's like I can just lay in bed half asleep and clean my face and take off my makeup in one fell swoop, and it's awesome. Okay, let's get on to makeup favorites because that's the point of this video. I'm going to start with eyeshadow. So I have actually never really used my Naked 2 palette. I bought it when it first came out, but the shades are so cool, and sometimes I have a hard time pulling off cool toned eyeshadows. I feel like blues and grays and like just those really cool neutrals kind of look garish on me and almost make me look really dull and dead. But I did a makeup look a few Sundays ago, maybe like 3 Sundays ago. I filmed it, I just haven't put it on YouTube yet, but it's coming. And I used this color here, Suspect, and it's not as cool as, say, Pistol, this gray color right next to it, but it's still a really cool toned neutral color. It's gorgeous, but I love it, and so I love that so much. Like, I fell in love with that eyeshadow. I've been using it quite a bit for the month of April once I did that look. The next eyeshadow I've been loving is actually another really cool tone shadow, and I have I rearranged all my MAC palettes, and so I have now a cool toned MAC palette, and the one I've been loving is this one here called Vex. And I forget how MAC's website describes it, but it's almost like a silvery taupe color. Not as taupe as like satin taupe, because satin taupe I feel like is really gray. But this one is just like a silvery neutral taupe color. There's hints of like greens in it too, like if you catch it under certain light, and it's beautiful. Like, oh, it's so pretty. I used it in the same tutorial that I did with this Naked 2 palette, and just, oh my gosh, the look was gorgeous. Lastly, for eyes, my Lorac Pro Palette. This is another palette that I bought and just like forget to use it. And so I haven't really gotten to experience how amazing these eyeshadows are. Like, they are so pigmented, they last forever. Specifically, I have been loving Sable and Espresso, these two browns here. Like, holy crap, gorgeous. Like I said, super pigmented. There's just a sample. Also, the black is really good. I used that on my sister-in-law for their wedding just to set her eyeliner. But it is like the blackest black eyeshadow. Like, I feel like Perversion eyeliner from Urban Decay is the best black eyeliner around because it's blacker than every black eyeliner I've ever tried. And I feel like that about this black color in the Lorac Pro Palette. Like, this whole palette is so amazing. I really just need to use it more because I feel like I don't use it enough. Next, I got these Urban Decay makeup setting sprays. And I bought 2. The other one I believe is in my gym bag in my car. But anyway, I've been making it a goal to try to go to the gym and work out and like put on some weight for summer, because my goal is to grow thighs and grow a butt. And so I've had my gym bag with me like every day after work. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym this whole week. Haven't made it once. Like, I showed up to the gym the other day and I walked in and I punched in my little number to go work out. I grabbed a towel and then I turned around and left. Like, I don't know what my deal is. Maybe I'll get there. Anyway, skin finishes. So this is the D-Slick, and then I also got the All-Nighter. Oh my gosh, if you have oily skin, like, you need these products. This is the smaller size. It's this one is 1 ounce, and then it comes in a 4 ounce. And so this one was $14 and the 4 ounce was $29. And I believe that was the better value, but I bought the smaller ones just to try them first. And so I have been putting this on first thing. Like, as soon as my face is clean in the morning, I spritz this on all over my face. And then I put on my makeup, and then I set everything with the All-Nighter. And I am not kidding, my makeup lasts all day long, and it doesn't even get oily. Like, sometimes even with a really good foundation made for oily skin, the oils in my face will start to creep out a little bit, break down the makeup, and I'll have to touch up or use an oil blotting sheet. This crap is amazing. Like, the combination of the 2 sprays together, amazing. Like, my face stays not quite matte, but it doesn't look oily at all. And I'm talking like, put my makeup on in the morning, okay? This was for my brother's wedding. Put my makeup on in the morning, did these sprays, did everything, didn't take my makeup off that night, woke up the next morning, and my foundation still looked flawless. Everything else was a hot mess, but my foundation looked good. Like, these are a must for oily skin girls. With that though, I've been loving my Laura Mercier, this oil-free foundation primer. This is the best foundation primer I've tried, and I have a ton of them, and it's like I'll try them 1 or 2 times and then I give up because they don't work. This one I love because when I put it on my skin, I can tell that it's blocking oil. My skin feels a little bit more dry than normal with other primers, but it's tacky, so I know my makeup is gonna stick to it. And I don't know why, but I love that. Okay. Next thing I've been loving is my Urban Decay Whiskey. So in the original Urban Decay Naked palette, it came with a double-ended eyeliner, the Zero and the Whiskey. And the Whiskey is just a matte brown, like medium tone brown color. And I love this. And it wasn't part of Urban Decay's permanent line until the vault of eyeshadows came out, which was like, what, the 40 Urban Decay eyeshadows, which I still really wish I had gotten that vault, but whatever. But so now Whiskey is available, and it's awesome. Like, I love Urban Decay eyeliners, but a lot of them have the glitter in it, and this one is just matte brown. Every day, wearing it today, gorgeous. I love it. The next thing I've been loving are my Revlon lip butters. In my go-to look for March and April, I wore my Juicy Papaya lip butter with my Tipsy Amazonian Clay blush from Tarte, but I also mentioned that the other combination I've been loving is the Doll Face blush with the pink lips, and that's what I'm wearing today. So the only difference is, if you like this makeup look, I will link it below. Go watch my go-to look for March and April, and the only difference is, instead of winged liner, I used my brown pencil liner in Whiskey, and then I used Doll Face blush, the light pink blush from Tarte, instead of the coral color, and then I used the pink lips instead of the coral lips. And so what I was doing was starting with this light pink color in Strawberry Shortcake, and then over the top of that I put this bright pink color in Sorbet. And I do that because Sorbet is a little bit too bright for all day, every day for work and things, but Strawberry Shortcake is a little bit too light for me. Like, it gives me Lindsay Lohan lips. And so I balance the two out by putting the Strawberry Shortcake on first and then doing the Sorbet. And the look it gives, I'm so pleased with. Like I said, that's the look I'm wearing today. It's beautiful. So my next favorites are actually these 2 brushes. I got these at Sephora. They're both Sephora brushes. This first one is the Natural Foundation brush, and it's really cool. It comes to a point, and oh my gosh, you guys, This is so embarrassing. Like, I wanted a really good foundation brush just because I usually use my fingers, but with starting to do more people's makeup, I wanted a brush. And so I found this one and I really liked it. I took it to the register. Holy shizballs. It was $34 for a freaking brush. It's amazing and I love it, but I probably, if I would have known that, I wouldn't have bought it. But by the time I discovered that, I was at the register checking out and saw that it was $34, and then I was too embarrassed to be like, that's ridiculous, put it back. So I bent over and took it, basically. But I love this brush. The next one I got is this Sephora. It's the Pro Contour Brush, number 74. Love this, especially for right here. Like, I've been using my Real Techniques brush to apply my bronzer everywhere, which I like, but I'm not crazy about it for trying to find my cheekbones because I don't have really prominent cheekbones, and so contouring, especially with a brush that's too big for my face, can be a little bit difficult. But this brush I love. Same thing, it was a little expensive. I think this one was actually only $19, but for a brush, I'm sorry, I just feel like that's ridiculous for a brush, especially for a Sephora brand brush when like MAC brushes are that much. Like Sephora brand, I just assumed like store brand is supposed to be cheaper, but it's not because Sephora brand makeup's expensive too, which, whatever, that's another video rant. Anyway. The next thing I've been loving is my coral lips. Like, coral lips, holy crap, for spring and summer, watch out because that's all I'm wearing. Okay, so we have the Revlon Lip Butter in Juicy Papaya, and it's a really sheer, like, wash of color, and it's in the middle on my hand. The next one I've really been loving is Coral Bliss from MAC, and it's a really nice, it's got a little more pink in it, but it's just like a sheer, it's not really sheer, like you get really great color payoff, but it's more sheer compared to the next one I'm going to show you. So Coral Bliss is beautiful, and then this last one is Costa Chic, and I am so in love. It's this top color here. I am so in love with this color. Like, oh my gosh, I am in love with it. And then the next color I've been loving is my Maybelline Vivid, and this is Vivid Rose, and it is a really just vibrant pink color, and it's so gorgeous, and it makes my teeth look really white, and I love it. And the last lipstick I've been loving is MAC's Raspberry Swirl, and this is from the Baking Beauties collection, and it's the one that they used on me when my girlfriend and I went and got our little makeovers at the launch event. And it's not something I would have ever looked at and just been like, oh, I'm going to buy that. Because for me, it seems like it's a little bit too light. Like MAC's Saint Germain kind of has the same, you know, like it's just that really kind of whitish pink. And I just kind of assumed it would be too light for my skin. But I wore this with that makeover, and then I used it again with my makeup look for my brother's wedding, which I'm going to have a tutorial for, as well as I'm going to do a tutorial for the makeup I did on my mom for that wedding. Super pretty looks, stay tuned for those. But anyway, I got so many compliments that day on my lips, and I was wearing this lipstick, and I've been loving it. The last thing I've been loving are some nail polishes, and I'm not kidding, like Essie is tearing it up with their nail polishes lately. So I have 5 nail polishes that I've been super loving, and they're all Essie. Like, I'm not kidding, these are amazing. The first one I've been loving is Bikini So Teeny, and it's this beautiful periwinkle blue, and everybody is in love with this color, but seriously, if you don't own it, like, it's not one of those things where it's like, oh, everybody thinks it's so great, and then it's not. Like, I don't wear blue nail polishes because I don't like them. They make my skin look like corpse fingers, you know what I mean? And it's so pretty. Like, greens and blue nail polishes I don't wear, and so to have 3 in 1 month that are a favorite is a big deal. The next one I've been loving is First Timer. I don't know how it's showing up on camera, but it's actually like a bright seafoam green. It's gorgeous. Like, it's so much fun. I don't know, it's just so gorgeous. The next one is another blue, and it's in the Cabana. And again, it's so fun. So these are the 3 together. So you can see that they are different. Bikini Sotini in the Cabana and First Timer. Like, they're just so beautiful. And then next is the one I have on right now, and it's Essie's Cute as a Button. It's just this really pretty coral. You know how I am about my Essie corals. Like, most of these are Essie coral nail polishes. Like, I love them. And then lastly, I've had this on my toes most of the month, but I'm going to put it on my fingers. Next, I'm going to put this on my fingers, and then after that, I'm probably going to put this one. And this is Madison Avenue. Like, it's supposed to be Madison Avenue, but it's Avenue. Anyway, like, oh, it's gorgeous. It's one of those colors that, like, I keep looking at my toes, and I'm like, if that were a lipstick, I would own it. And then I start thinking, oh, every pink lipstick I own is that color. And now it's on my toes. Like, it's beautiful. Anyway, that's it for my April favorites. If there's anything you've been loving, be sure to leave a comment or link up your favorites video, and I will be sure to watch it. As always, like this video and subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!